Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly Connect. So in this video we will learn how to integrate GitHub to ClickUp. So our use case is pretty simple. When a new issue is added in GitHub, it will automatically create a task in ClickUp. Now GitHub is an awesome platform for software development and ClickUp is an awesome project management tool. So what we are going to do is, we are going to send the data from GitHub to ClickUp. But there is one minor problem. There is no integration between GitHub and ClickUp. So in cases like these, we need to bring a third app to connect them both. So in this video, we will be using Pabbly Connect to integrate GitHub and ClickUp. And the best part of using Pabbly Connect is, there is no need for coding skills or programming knowledge. It can be done easily. Let me show you on my screen.
Okay, so to begin the process, first type pabbly.com in your browser. Pabbly.com, press enter. Okay, so this is the website of pabbly.com. Here hover on products and at the bottom you will find the option called as connect. Click on connect and then click on sign in. Okay, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. As you can see, I already have made an account in Pabbly Connect. You can also create your own free account in just 2 minutes. Here I would like to mention one more thing, that Pabbly Connect offers a plan where this integration can be tried out absolutely free. So you just have to clone the templates of its workflow, which is available in the description box. Once you clone the template, you will immediately get access to this amazing workflow in your account. Okay, so scroll down and at the bottom you will find connect. Here click on access now. Okay, so at the top right corner you will find a button, create workflow. Click this. A dialog box appears in front of you. It is asking you to give a name to this workflow. I'm going to give it as GitHub to ClickUp. GitHub to ClickUp. Okay, then click on create. So when you click on create, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the trigger window. So in the choose app, let's make it as GitHub because we want to send the data from GitHub. Now in the trigger event, how about we make it as issues? Now issues is basically a trigger event. So your obvious question is, what is a trigger event? So trigger event is basically a if statement. It asks a question. If the condition is met, what should be done? For example, if a new issue is made in GitHub, then what action should be taken by the system? Actually, there are more trigger events like issue comments, projects, releases, and so on. However, in case if you don't find the trigger of your choice, you can make a request to our team at admin@pabbly.com for the specific trigger that you want to make. But at present, I just want to send the data from GitHub when a new issue is made in GitHub. Okay, so what we are trying to do is, we are trying to integrate GitHub to Pabbly Connect. So just click on connect with GitHub. Okay, so in the new credentials, again click on connect with GitHub. Okay, so now Pabbly Connect is asking for authorization. Just click on authorize Pabbly. Okay, so it is showing the authorization is successful. Just click on OK. Now in the owner, it is showing as Pabbly. In the repository, it is showing Pabbly first repo, and there is a webhook URL. Okay, so let me explain each of them. So for example, in the owner, it is showing it as Pabbly because the profile owner is of course Pabbly. That is why it is showing it as Pabbly. Now in the repository, it is showing many other repositories like first repo, Pabbly Connect repository, repository 1, terminator, and so on. So basically these are the repositories that is present here. So for example, if I create a new repository, okay, so the name of the repository is Skynet, as in the virus in Terminator. Okay, so this is the repository, and I'm just going to click on create a repository. Okay, so a repository called as Skynet has been created. So I'm just going to refresh this, and in the drop down we will find the repository called as Skynet. Okay, so let's select this. Okay, so basically this means that from this repository you are going to receive the data when an issue is made. Okay, so just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing that we have integrated Pabbly Connect to this particular repository, that is Skynet. So whenever there is an issue made in Skynet, repository Skynet, the data will be captured. So to ensure that Pabbly Connect captures the data, scroll down and click on capture webhook response. Click this. Okay, so it is showing it is waiting for the data. So how about we create an issue in Skynet? So click on issues. Okay, so I'm going to make a new issue here. So the new issue is Python code is not working. Python code error or something. Okay. The reason is library has stopped functioning or stopped running functioning. Okay, so a small description. Python, the title is Python code error, and the description is library has stopped functioning. Then click on submit issue. Okay, so it is showing Python code error and the status is 1. Okay, so let's have a look whether it has captured the data. Yes, it has captured the data. So let's scroll down, and this is the title, Python code error. And let's scroll down even more, and you will find the body, that is library has stopped functioning. Excellent. So now we are going to create a task in ClickUp. So to do that, we actually have to sync all this data into ClickUp. So just scroll down, and at the bottom you will find this plus button. Click this. Okay, so when you click on this plus button, a window appears in front of you. This is called as the action window. So this time, since we are interested in syncing the data to ClickUp, so let's make it as ClickUp. Okay, now in the action event, how about we make it as create a task, because that's what we want to do. Now create a task is an action event. There are many more action events like create folder, create list, time tracked, and so on. However, in case just like the triggers, if you don't find the action event of your choice, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com to custom build an action event for you. But at present, I just want to create a task in ClickUp. Then click on connect with ClickUp. Okay, so in the new credentials, we have to fill in the API token. So to get the API token, let's visit ClickUp. So this is my ClickUp account, and scroll down here and click this, click on profile, and here you will find apps. Click this. Okay, so basically this is my API token. So I'm just going to copy this, and then I'm going to just paste it here. Okay, then click on save. Okay, so when you click on save, a set of blanks has appeared in front of you. The purpose of this blank is very simple. We are going to create a task from the data that we have received from GitHub via Pabbly Connect. So before we sync in the data, there are two things I want to tell you. First is Pabbly Connect doesn't take any chances with your data. Your data is 100% safe and secure with us. And the second thing is related to the dates. Okay, as you can see, it is demanding the date, that both the due date and the start date in a POSIX format. Okay, this is also called as the timestamp or the POSIX format. Okay, this is a machine format. Okay, so this is the format that we need. This is called as the POSIX format. So now your obvious question is, what is a POSIX format? So POSIX format basically means the number of milliseconds that has elapsed since January 1, 1970. So we are not going to get into much technicalities about POSIX, but here I'm going to tell you this format is actually very easy for the machines to read and perform calculations. For example, May 30, 2019 will be read like this. Okay, so this is how May 30, 2019 would be read like as POSIX format. Okay, so we have to convert this date. Okay, let me show you the date that I have received in the, okay, so let me scroll down. So the date, let us scroll down, no, not this one. Scroll down. Okay, so this is the date that we have received. Okay, so we have to convert them into POSIX format. So your obvious question is how I'm going to do that. It's actually pretty easy. So click on this plus button. Okay, so in the choose app, let's make it as datetime formatter. Okay, so now in the action event, just make it as format date only, and then click connect with datetime formatter. Okay, so now in the date, we are just going to map in the date that we have received from this trigger event. Okay, so this is the date that we have received. So basically we are going to just click here and map in the date. So just type created or something. Okay, so this is the date, just click this. Now the format is basically the POSIX format or the timestamp format. Scroll down, and this is the one we want. Now, as you may know this, I have mentioned this is actually in seconds. Okay, this is actually in seconds. We actually want the true POSIX format in milliseconds. So we actually want 3 additional zeros behind them. Okay, so we will add 3 additional zeros later, but at present we just are going to convert them into this machine format. So click and save and send test request. Okay, so basically this is the timestamp format, okay, for this. Okay, so this is the date and this is the result, that is the timestamp format. Now we have to convert into the POSIX format. So to do that, we just have to add 3 additional zeros. So to do that, just click on this plus button again. So here we are going to select number formatter. Okay, this one. And then we are in the action event, we are just going to click on perform math operation. Basically, we have to multiply this and click on connect with the number formatter. Okay, so in the number, we are just going to enter the number that we have received, that is this one, result. Okay, so the number is result. Okay, now enter a comma and type 1000. So basically this means that this number, okay, and this number will have a operation in between them. It will have a max operation in between these two strings. Okay, this and this, between this and this. So at present it is mentioned as add, so we have to change it to multiply. Okay, as I mentioned before, all the process that we are doing is to convert them into milliseconds. Okay, so 1 second is equal to 1000 milliseconds. That is why we are going to convert this into milliseconds. So basically we are multiplying this into this. Okay, just click on save and send test request. Okay, so the result is this. This is the POSIX format. Okay, this we have got in millisecond. Excellent. Now we are ready to sync all of our details in ClickUp to create a task. So just again click connect with ClickUp. Okay, so it will refresh this. Then click on save again once again. Okay, so as you can see, we have these blanks to create a task. So in the workspace, it is showing as 𝗪𝗍's workspace. So let me explain you that. As you can see, let me go back. So this is the workspace it is showing. Okay, this is the profile, that is 𝗪𝗍's workspace. That is why it is showing it as 𝗪𝗍's workspace. Now in the space, it is showing as Pabbly. There are actually more workspaces, more spaces like DLFJ, junk and space. So these are all the spaces I have: Pabbly, DLFJ, junk and space. So I'm going to create the task in this space. And we have a folder in this space. Okay, in Pabbly, we have a folder that is called as testing. And inside the testing, we have a list, okay, that is list, integration and list one. Okay, so these are the list I have: list, integration and list one. It is all being reflected here. So I'm going to send the data to this one, list name, that is integrations. Okay, so in the task name, we are going to start mapping in the details. So the title of the task name is Python code error. Okay, so we can enter the description. Description can be something very easy that we have received. How about type body? Okay, library has stopped functioning. Now in the assignee email, just keep it as 𝗪𝗍. Okay, it will just reflect the email that is present in your ClickUp account. Okay, so in the tags required, we will just enter the number. Okay, so our number of the issue number is 1. Okay, this is the first issue. So that is why in the tags, we are just going to enter a pair of double quotes. Inside this, we are just going to tap the number, that is issue number or number 1. Okay, issue number 1. So we have mapped this. Priority, let's keep it as urgent. Now in the due date, we don't have any due date, but of course we have the start date. So we just, in the due date, we just basically copy this and enter here. Paste it here. Okay, so basically it will skip this field. Okay, this is actually quite important. So if you're skipping this field, just copy this and enter this here. Now in the start date, as I mentioned before, we are going to enter the POSIX format. So let me scroll down and enter the POSIX format. This is the POSIX format that we have got. Enter this. Okay, so these are the details we have filled in. Okay, so we are just ready to click on save and send test request. Okay, so the API response is showing the data has been sent to ClickUp. So let's have a look. So the space was Pabbly and the folder name was testing and the list name is integration. So let's have a look. So this is the list and this is the integration. Okay. Yes, we have a task called as Python code error. So the presence of this task shows that we have successfully integrated GitHub and ClickUp with help of Pabbly Connect. So how about we double check if the integration is working fine or not? But before that, let me show you the whole mechanism in a nutshell. So let me go to Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to minimize my action window. And then I'm going to minimize my another action window, that is number formatter. Minimize my another action window, and then I'm going to minimize my trigger window. Okay, so basically this is the whole process in a nutshell. First you integrated GitHub to Pabbly Connect, and then you have used the datetime formatter to create the timestamp, and then you have used the number formatter to multiply it by 1000 to create POSIX format in milliseconds, and then you have integrated with ClickUp. So now there is a perfect flow of data between GitHub and ClickUp. Okay, so how about we create one more issue? Okay, so to double check it. So the new issue is how about AI has taken over, and judgment day is here. Okay, so just click on submit new issue. Okay, so let's have a look in the, let's refresh this. Okay, so this is the integration list we have. Okay, so I'm refreshing this. Okay, so these are the list. Okay, so yes, we have the issue that as AI has taken over. So basically now this is a task in ClickUp. So basically this means anytime an issue is generated in GitHub, it will be reflected as a task in ClickUp.
Not just these two apps, you can integrate up plenty of applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any queries, contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Our dedicated team members will help you to automate your workflows. Or better, just visit our website www.pabbly.com. It's awesome. Thanks.